First things first, welcome back. That Marketing Dan. Today we're going to be part 5 of our 5-part video series on the 5 biggest mistakes I wish I had learned prior to getting really involved in this business and small business in general. Number 1, when you do your content, if you're a content creator, batch it. Because we are on number 5 right now. We've just been knocking it out. I'm here with my assistant, Aiden. So far, we have covered a variety of different topics through these 4 videos. As I mentioned in every one, I am decent at video editing, but I don't have the time to do it. I'm not here to entertain you. I am here to educate you, and that is the point of this channel. So if you're watching, you've likely learned a bunch from the last 4. Today, we're going to talk about, where is it? We are going to talk about waiting until it's too late to get your marketing started. If you haven't watched the other 4 videos in this series, I highly suggest you do. As I mentioned, it's all about the different mistakes that I've learned through my career. And what I want to do for you is make sure that you can avoid them. Give you the tools necessary to learn from them so you can see results a little bit quicker than I was able to. And that's the whole point of mentorship. Okay? I'm here to help mentor you so that when you get a little bit of traction, you remember me. I'm all about quality, not quantity. You'll remember these videos, you'll remember me, what I've said, and you'll reach out, you'll say, Dan, I need to delegate. I need someone to do my marketing. I get it now, but I don't have time. That's where I come in. Hopefully I can help you. So, Aiden, welcome. You're not going to be on the screen as any of the other ones. He's a handsome man, I promise you that. But also, he is a smart 20-year-old college kid that put these questions together for me, and we're going to keep this rolling. So hit him with it, Aiden. What's the first thing?
Hello, Dan. The purpose of this video is we're going to try to identify why marketing should be a weekly non-negotiable, why it should be involved in all of the business, and not just a red panic button that you slam your hand on when you're scared. In order to get that started, we'll ask the first question. Why do owners wait until they're desperate to market? And how can they begin to break that cycle?
Well, it's super simple. The simple thing is, when things are going good, you're not thinking about marketing. You're just thinking about fulfillment. You're thinking about providing the service. Everything's great. But as soon as you get tied up in that and you put your marketing on hold, the pipeline dries up. The funnel dries up. Okay? I learned this really early on. And again, this whole series is about the mistakes that I've made. Okay? So think of it like a pipeline. And at the front end, they are coming in, they are learning about you, they're moving their way through your system, right? And this is a sale over here. From stranger to sale. As they move through your pipeline and get to the sale, if you're too busy over here taking care of the sale, is the pipeline getting more people? Is more people coming in? Are they moving along? Because as soon as the sale's done, we have to have more people flowing over. And if we give up on our marketing or we take our foot off the gas at any point, that pipeline dries up real quick. And then suddenly, as these other leads move through it, we have no more to service. We have no more to sell. And that's when business owners are like, oh, I got to turn on the marketing. I got to go do something. And they hit me up. Hey, can you take care of this for me? Sure. But I got to start at the pipeline end on the other end of it and move them through. And it takes time depending on your business model, depending on the niche, depending on your industry. Sometimes the sales cycle is 10 minutes. Other times the sales cycle is a year, 6 months. It takes time. So you have to have people at various stages. A lot of you might have learned about funnels. Same thing as a pipeline. Pipeline, funnel, it's all synonymous. It's all just industry terms. Make sure you're filling your funnel. Make sure you're setting up your pipeline or it will dry up and you're going to have no more customers.
What are the long-term benefits, besides it not drying up, of steady marketing versus quick, abrupt stop and start efforts?
Well, steady marketing is steady positioning, steady messaging. So people can start to rely on you. If you start popping up here or there, nobody really remembers anything, okay? Staying consistently in front of somebody with a congruent message is going to help you be memorable and it's going to help you stand out, right? So think about it. If your competition is starting and stopping their marketing based on how busy they are, that's a gap in the market for you to position yourself as the authority because you're consistently in front of everybody, okay? It all comes down to that industry, right? If you are a plumber and you're really good on your Google, you've been focusing on that, you're going to have steady leads forever. That's just continue doing that. Don't stop. All right. But if you're a realtor You need to stay in front of your audience. You need to build an email list of people. This is just one tactic, and consistently keep them updated once a week, once a month. Just make sure that they actually are, your face is showing up in front of them, because marketing in a nutshell, if you don't learn anything else from this, is the right message to the right person at the right time. And if you're a realtor, for example, and it's the right message and the right person, but they're not looking to buy or sell a house, it's not the right time. But if you keep that message in front of that person, and when it does come time for them to sell or buy a house, guess who they're going to remember? You. That's the importance of staying on top of your marketing throughout and not stopping and starting.
What's the simplest way a business can begin to make marketing a weekly non-negotiable plan and be in front of everybody if they're not going to be on every single social media platform?
It's just committing to consistency. That is really what it comes down to. Committing to consistency on one particular channel. And when I say channel, I mean it can be Facebook, it can be Instagram. Those are two social media channels. It can be Google Business Listing. That is an advertising channel, free, it's organic, or it can be Google Ads. That's another channel. So a very specific approach to get people. It can be building a flyer and posting it at grocery stores with a little tear-off stick, right? That's the old school method. Marketing has not changed since the physical world into the digital world. The concept and the structure is still the same. It's the delivery of it that changes with the digital stuff. A website is just a digital brochure, right? It's a digital landing page is just a flyer with a little tear-off form on it, right? That is an opt-in. When they take that little form, that is an opt-in physically. You want to do it digitally. Don't try to overcomplicate it. The strategy has been the same since the beginning of sales and marketing. Don't overcomplicate it, and you will see results.
I have never seen a website or a landing page like that. It's just a digital version of a brochure and a flyer.
Yeah, that's 100% what it is.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's just a clickable flyer.
Yep. Clickable flyer. I like that. Keep that in mind. Now, Aiden here, for those of you watching, is my assistant. So he's going to be doing a lot of the headlines, a lot of the copywriting for these videos. And that right there, a clickable brochure or a clickable flyer. That's what he said. I like that.
Clickable flyer or clickable brochure. The next question we're going to get into, if a business has been quiet for months, or in other words, they're not able to get their consistent leads that they're trying to get, and their marketing is dried up, their pipeline is dried up, and they're getting scared, what's the fastest way they can begin to restart their marketing momentum? Not necessarily for leads, but just to get themselves back into the game.
Be loud, be aggressive, be polarizing is a big one. Think about a beehive or a hornet's nest, right? The hornet's nest is chilling. Everybody, all the little hornets are in there. Your prospects are sitting in there dormant, right? And you go up there and you give it a little bat. What's going to happen? A couple hornets are going to come out. If you knock that thing off the tree, all of those hornets are going to come out, right? So don't think about being stung, but think about getting customers. Go out there and bat the hive. Be loud, be aggressive, be outspoken, be polarizing. Polarizing is one of the most effective ways to gain momentum in a crowded space, right? Don't go say what everybody else is saying. Go against the common idea. Go out there and say something that just goes completely against the grain, and eventually people are going to be like, well, what do you mean? And then they're going to start arguing with each other in different comment sections, and they go to bat. I believe this. No, I believe that. Why do you think politicians are so effective? They polarize the two different electorates against one another, and they sit there and they argue, and the comment sections just light up. They're batting that hive around, and everybody's talking about it. It's polarizing content. So that's the fastest way to do it. But again, the common theme here is to pick your channel. Pick your medium. Where are you going to be polarizing? Decide how, but more importantly, decide where.
I think that's a great place to end.
Cool. This was a short one, everybody. Thank you for watching my 5-part series. If you got this far, you've likely, I'm going to be honest with you, I've changed shirts, but I recorded this all in the last couple of hours of one single day. Okay? A little trick for you, batching your content. But if you've gotten this far, you've likely watched me open up a little bit in the way my body language is. I was probably a little tense at the beginning because I hadn't recorded anything in a while. But nevertheless, the lessons are the same. They're coming from my brain and my experience over 20 years in business, 17 years in marketing, and the lessons that I wish that I knew earlier on are now yours. If you have not watched the other 4, I highly suggest you do. If you've watched all 5, leave a comment below, because you, my friend, are somebody I would like to talk to, because now you see things the way that I see them. Marketing is very, very subjective. The core structure, the core framework is objective. There's no arguing that. It's the interpretation of the marketing that we can talk about for days, months, and years, right? It's kind of like the Bible. The Bible is the Bible, but the interpretation of it, everybody's got their own thoughts on it. So let's talk about it. Let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching. Now we've got some work to do as far as the producing of this content. But again, as I've been saying, I'm not here to educate, or excuse me, I'm not here to entertain. I am here to educate. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much. That's it for now. Check you later.